Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at another runner's training log and thought, wow, they're running 60, 70, maybe even 100 miles a week? And in that moment, did you start questioning if your own mileage was enough? It is easy to believe that more miles will automatically equal better performance. But what if I told you that chasing an arbitrary weekly mileage number is not the magic bullet everyone thinks it is? Yes, mileage matters. Of course, it does. But the idea that there's a magical right number of miles to run per week is a myth. And today I'm going to show you why smart miles and strategic training will do more for your running than simply piling on volume. Somewhere along the way, many runners adopted the belief that higher mileage is the ultimate goal, that running more is the key to getting faster, building endurance, and hitting PRs. And while there is some truth to the idea that progressive overload and increased volume will build endurance, the problem is this: more miles do not guarantee better results. More miles just guarantee more miles. The difference between an elite marathoner running over 100 miles a week and the average runner who tries to do the same is huge. Elites have spent years building that capacity. They also have the luxury of prioritizing training, nutrition, and recovery in ways that the average runner simply does not. Most of us, we have jobs, families, stress, and other responsibilities that affect how our bodies handle training load. So trying to copy what elites do without considering the bigger picture, that is where things start breaking down. Think about it. Every additional mile you run comes with a cost. The more stress you place on your body, the more recovery it requires. If your recovery is not keeping pace with your training, what happens? You start to break down. Maybe you feel constantly fatigued, or your easy runs do not feel so easy anymore. Maybe your paces start slowing down, or those little aches and pains never quite go away. This is where the tipping point happens. More miles do not automatically make you faster. More quality miles do. If you are logging high mileage but it is all slow, fatigued, and sloppy, then you are not actually improving. You are just getting better at running tired. That is not what we want. What we want is adaptation, strength, efficiency, and performance gains. And that comes from training smart, not just more. The key is not just running more, it is running better. So instead of fixating on hitting a magic mileage number, shift your focus to 3 critical areas. 1. Intentionality. Every mile should serve a purpose. Are you running an easy recovery run? A threshold workout? A long run? Random miles, for the sake of numbers, will not help you improve, but structured training will. 2. Recovery. More miles require more recovery, and most runners do not recover nearly as well as they train. Sleep, nutrition, mobility, and stress management matter just as much as the miles themselves. Ignoring recovery is the fastest way to burn out. 3. Strength and mobility. The best runners are not just good at running. They have strong, resilient bodies that can handle the miles they run. Strength training, mobility work, and even drills like strides and hill sprints can do more for your performance than adding another 10 miles to your week. A runner I coached had one goal: break 2 hours in the half marathon. She had been training hard, adding more and more miles, convinced that running longer was the key. The problem? She was running every single mile at 9:05 pace, and every time she raced, she missed that sub-2-hour mark. With 14 weeks until her next race, she came to me frustrated. I convinced her to slightly reduce her mileage and add in structured speed work, focusing heavily on 5K and 10K pace sessions. She trusted the process, and race day came. This time, she did not just break 2 hours. she crushed it, finishing in 1:49.18. That is the power of smart training. At the end of the day, mileage is not magic. More miles will not fix bad training, poor recovery, or lack of strength work. But smart miles, those will change everything. So do not just chase numbers, chase progress. Train with intention, prioritize recovery, and watch what happens when you start running smarter, not just more. So, how much mileage should you run? There is no one-size-fits-all answer, but here is a better question. How much can you run while still feeling strong, recovering well, and actually improving? That is your sweet spot. For some, that is 30 miles a week. For others, it might be 50 or more. But the number itself is irrelevant. The quality of your training is what truly matters. I also want to extend an invitation to those who may need guidance. I keep several coaching spots open, free of charge, for subscribers who need help. If you are looking for support, feel free to reach out via email. I would love to help you achieve your goals. If this resonated with you, drop a comment and let me know. Have you ever fallen into the mileage trap? Or have you discovered the power of running smarter? Let's chat below, and as always, do not forget to hit that subscribe button so we can keep running smarter together. See you in the next one.